Say, okay, here we go.
Yeah, we are live. Hi, all. Welcome, everyone, to What is Coaching? We are here today, myself and Kimberly, to share with you a little bit about what Beachbody coaching is all about. So if you're here, I'm Rachel Bodie, by the way. I skipped over that. I'm a diamond coach with Beachbody and founder of Team Fit and Free. If you're here today, it's because one of us thinks you'd make an awesome coach. And so we're just going to share a presentation, really just a conversation about what it means to be a coach. And if you're anything like me, you may be skeptical and wondering, like, what is this all about? Is it too good to be true? Is it lots of questions? And I had those too. And so we're going to talk through that. Probably what will happen is this will trigger additional questions, and that's totally cool. So feel free to write those down or make a note, and then you can follow up with whoever invited you here today. All right? Sound good? I'm talking to you guys like you can respond back. I'm used to the Facebook Live thing. So we're going to take about 30 minutes. Okay, this is live. So we can't go back and erase any of the crazy things that we say. Just like I just flubbed that right there. But I want to just share with you what we're going to cover because, again, Kim and I are both moms. We're working. We're doing our thing. And, again, you're probably busy just like we are. So if you've got to step away or if you've got something you have to do, I want to share with you what we're going to cover so you know exactly what you need to know about what's coming in the case that you want to get the recorded version of this. So we'll actually have a link that we can send to you. Again, ask the person who invited you here today, okay? So I want to show you what we're going to cover today. I just got a quick little PowerPoint I want to show you. So here's what we're going to cover. Who is Beachbody? What does a coach do? That's critical. I want to tell you kind of like what is a day in the life of? How does does a coach earn money? And then how do you get started? We hear that all the time. I'm interested. It sounds really cool, but where do I begin? So we'll talk about that. How much time is required? This was a huge one for me because I work part-time as a consultant for John Maxwell Company. I travel, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm volunteer at church. So we're going to talk a lot about that because a lot of folks who are coaches are also full-time parents and many have full-time jobs. What are the fees required? Do I have to be salesy or pushy? And the answer is no, but we will get into the details of what that looks like. Do you have to have a big social media network? Should I be very fit or be more fit first? Very common question. So we'll talk through that. And then do I need a certification or any type of expertise? So we'll talk about all those things. Just wanted to give you a visual there. So before we get into that, I just want to share a little bit about me. So I mentioned my name. Again, I'm a wife. I'm a mom of two. I've been married 7 years. I have worked full-time for the John Maxwell Company as a leadership consultant. And then recently transitioned to part-time. I'm also doing Beachbody, and how this all started years ago when I was traveling for business. I was sitting in a hotel room and watched an infomercial. It showed Tony Horton on the screen talking about getting fit, and I had struggled with my weight my entire life, including pretty severe eating disorders, and had never really known how to get fit. I knew like extreme dieting, I knew crazy compulsive exercising, but I didn't understand how to marry a healthy approach to fitness and also the nutrition. So I thought, you know what, I ordered it, which is very unlike me. I'm not an infomercial person, yet alone a TV person. So that was about 10 years ago. Fast forward, so over the course of doing that particular workout, several other workouts using Shakeology, I lost 35 pounds and have kept it off. And that's through the birth of my 2 children. And it was just huge for me to have a system to use, to have a program that's all put together, to be able to do it at home or take it on the road. There was just so much good in that for me as a person, as a woman. And because of the struggle with being overweight, my heart really breaks and goes out to women who have the same struggle, and people, not just women, but women especially. And that's really what led me to want to get into this as a business. That coupled with the fact that my travel schedule was crazy. My husband's also traveling internationally. I was traveling all the time. I've got these 2 little amazing blessings. My girls are 5 and 4. And it was nuts. I mean, we were doing the nanny shuffle. I was missing events. I was tired. He was tired. And we just decided, like, this is too much. And so that's why I made the decision to begin coaching, those two factors together. And it's really been an amazing journey for me. What's cool too about this team, when you join the team, you join not just Kim and I, but also our leader, Janelle Summers, who is one of the top coaches in the entire network. She's unbelievably gifted, talented leader. Hey, Cass, I just saw Cass came on. She is really a huge resource. We have access to all of her trainings. We bring on top coaches every single week, and you get training on best practices, really everything at your fingertips to be successful, to help to inspire others and coach others in this business. So that's a big part of what you're getting yourself into when you look at possibly becoming a coach. What else to share there? I did want to mention, so a lot of our coaches are full-time parents. A lot of our coaches have full-time jobs as well. And this definitely isn't like a get-rich-quick kind of thing. But, you know, this business has the potential to be very lucrative. You know, you get in what you put out. So you have the opportunity, because many of the trainings are recorded, almost all of them actually. You do it on your time. When you're able to invest the minutes in, you can do that. And so, you know, a lot of coaches work a few hours a day, and that's enough to really build their business, to serve others, to impact others, run their challenge groups. We'll get into that in a minute. So that's just to give you a little bit of background about kind of what you can expect. So that's a little bit about me. Kim, do you want to share a little bit about yourself too?
Okay. All right. Is it switched over?
It says you were presenting, but
okay.
It actually still shows me.
I know. Okay, well maybe if I start talking it will switch over. There we go. Okay. Yay. Well, hey everybody. So my name is Kimberly, and I am also a diamond coach with Beachbody, and I am the founder of my team, the Belief Fit Empire. And like Rachel, I am a mom and a wife. I have 2 little ones, 2 toddlers. And I am now a full-time mom. I used to work, I was a hairstylist, and I worked full-time. And then once I had my girls, I knew that I wanted a way that I could one day be able to be home. So I had been using Beachbody products, and even just to rewind a little bit further before becoming a wife and a mom, I had struggled a little bit with like body image, and I was always into working out, always kind of similar to Rachel, like always trying to figure out ways to lose weight and slim down, and like buying onto fad diets. And I found out in my early 20s that I had Crohn's disease. So suddenly my health became really, really important, that I knew I had to eat as best as I could. I needed to exercise and manage stress and just try to be as overall healthy as possible. And so I started doing a program through Beachbody that I found, and I had gained about 15 pounds in just over a month being on a steroid medication for my Crohn's disease. And so I was able to take this Beachbody program because I was so desperate to lose the weight that I had gained, and I lost it. And so I really became a believer in Beachbody's products because I did it all from home. I did it while working a full-time job, and I just really focused on becoming the best me and the healthiest that I could. And so once my journey into motherhood began, I knew that there was this coaching opportunity, and I was just desperate then to find a way to be home with my girls, because I knew I just didn't want to have to continue working full-time and send my kids to daycare and you know, worry about somebody else raising them. I wanted to be the one home doing that. And so I saw what was capable with this coaching opportunity, and I decided I wanted it. And so here I am now, and I am home full-time with my girls, and I work my business part-time. I'm sorry, my dogs, stop. My real life, I'm so sorry. My dogs are like running in circles around me. But anyways, I'm home full-time with my girls, yelling at dogs, and just squeezing in, working my business, and getting to help other people as it fits me. So that's, like Rachel said, that's what's so cool about this business, is that everybody has, you know, we're all busy, and we work part-time, full-time. We're moms, we're wives, whatever, or husbands, or, you know, whatever it is that we are, but there's always a way. We all have 24 hours in a day, and so we all have a way that we can make it work if we really, really want it to. So that's what we're doing, and we are hopefully going to help you figure out if this is the thing that will help you kind of create the life you dream of getting to live. So that's enough about me. I want to talk a little bit about who is Beachbody. Most people are kind of familiar, and some people know Beachbody and they don't even know that they know who Beachbody is. So I'm going to pull up a slide really quick. Let's see. Share.
Here we go.
Okay. Is it going? Let me see. Okay, so Beachbody, though you may not have heard the actual name of the company as Beachbody, I'm sure you've probably heard of some programs like Rachel mentioned, Tony Horton with P90X. Insanity is another huge one. In fact, I just had somebody yesterday say, oh, I did this one program. It's like really crazy, and you know, I did it at home. What's that program? And I was like, that's Insanity. That's one of our programs. So there's Insanity and the 21-Day Fix, which is our most recent, huge, amazing, like blockbuster program that is delivering incredible health results. We've got Shakeology, which is another one of our key products for optimal health. And that was actually another thing that really got me loving Beachbody, was that was something that's been able to help me personally with my Crohn's disease and managing it. So, so Beachbody is something that's everywhere, and it's in magazines. You've probably seen, if you just look through like People magazine or Shape or I'm trying to think, like In Style, even in like fashion magazines, you'll see Beachbody products mentioned a lot in like the health or fitness sections of these magazines, as well as infomercials on TV. That's how Rachel found it, that's how I found Beachbody, and that's how a ton of people find it. And so this one really cool thing about Beachbody is that they put forth the effort and the funds to advertise and get the name out there. So you as a coach don't have to go, you know, crazy working overtime just trying to put the name out there. Beachbody already has a very reputable name and is out there for everybody. So you just get to share how it's worked for you. So that is a little bit about Beachbody. Let me pull up. So as a coach, what do we do as coaches? We are, let me get my screen up. Yeah, I lost my screen. I'm so sorry. Pull that up. As a coach, we really are there. We're committed to our health and fitness journey. Like both of us, we both had goals to lose some weight and get healthy. We're there to inspire and help those who want the help. So a lot of people have the misconception that a coach has to be a nutritionist or you've got to be a personal trainer, and that you're going to physically in person meet people and train them, and that, you know, you've got to be really fit, and that's just not the case. We are people, mothers, women, husbands, men, on a journey just to better our own health and fitness, and we're just kind of inviting people in and taking them along the journey and saying, you have these goals and you want to do this too, let's kind of link arms and I will walk you and help you through it. So we also will post inspiration on social media. Thankfully, sales are just a very minimal part of what a coach does, so we really stress that you don't push sales and you don't put a lot of emphasis on sales. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Am I back up now, or did I have the screen?
You're back up.
Okay. We focus on becoming the best version of ourselves. So we do personal development, business development, work out and eat right. The better we eat and the more we are exercising and staying committed to the process, the better you feel, and it helps to build confidence, and you just know that you are doing the steps that it takes to hit your goals. One other key thing that a coach does is we host accountability groups. So that's a huge part, and that's, like I said, where we inspire and help those who want the help. Hosting that accountability group is what allows us to really engage and interact with somebody to help them reach their goals. And then there's also the option, though it's not required as a coach, to build and train a team. So some people will join as a coach because they just really want the accountability, and you don't have to have the desire to build this huge team, and maybe you don't want to do this full time, you just want to do it because you enjoy the discount on the products and you want the accountability to stay on your journey and going after those goals. So that's totally okay. That's what's awesome about coaching is you can make it what you want, whether it's just discount and accountability or you want to build a team and help as many people as possible and earn a 6 or 7 figure income. It's all about what you want to make it, and there's really no rules or guidelines with Beachbody as to what you have to do. So that is a little bit about coaching and what we do. So I'm going to turn it back over to Rachel, make you presenter, and she will share about how you earn money.
Awesome. So actually, one thing I wanted to mention, you touched on personal development. So obviously, working for John Maxwell for 12 years, my heart is really wrapped up and connected to personal development. It's a huge part of who I am and what I do now. And I love, that's one of the things that really attracted me to this company. You know, it's funny because, like, I used to have a really yucky taste in my mouth about direct marketing. Like, I thought I would never do that in a million years. It's slimy, pyramid scheme, all these things that you hear. So I did a lot of research before I got into what I'm doing with Beachbody now. And one of the things that really was a tipping point was the personal development focus, because really what that's all about is figuring out how did God create you, taking that and leveraging it and building on your strengths, really just to become the very best version of yourself possible, like Kim had mentioned. And that is so powerful, not just for yourself, but for your challengers, the people who you impact who are in these challenge groups, the people who potentially may join your team. You know, you have the opportunity to invest and change lives. And that is so huge, to have that purpose in your life and to be able to do it while you're working in something that hopefully you love, fitness. That's a passion of both of ours. So I just think that's such a great opportunity and such a wonderful piece of the Beachbody business and the opportunity. So let me talk a little bit about how you earn money, because I know that's important to a lot of people, whether you want to do this for a discount, whether you want to, you know, do this to earn your Shakeology, just have that paid for. Maybe you want to do this as a full-time job. So there's basically 2 ways that we earn as a coach. The first is a commission on products and programs that you sell. And so the way that this is kind of set up, when you enroll as a coach, Beachbody automatically puts up a website. Actually, there's several websites that they put up. So there's different ones for different offerings. But essentially what happens is all of Beachbody's products and programs are loaded up on a website with your name on it. And anytime you share the opportunity with someone, you share the workout, you share something, and they go onto your site and they purchase, you earn a commission. So that's really, it's very cut and dry. You don't even have to buy anything. So that's kind of, that's another misconception, that you have to pay all this money. You don't have to buy anything at all. People, you know, order products and programs from you, you get commission. Now, you'll probably be using the products because you want to be a product of the products, but did want to mention that because that's a question I've gotten recently. The second way that you earn is through a team bonus, and this is if and when you build and train a team. Now, this business has the opportunity to become very lucrative, particularly in this area. And the way that it works, I think this is really cool too. So going back to the pyramid scheme thing. First of all, pyramid scheme is illegal, so that's not even something that can exist legally. But basically, the way that this business works is we don't make money if someone joins our team. The only way that we're successful is if our team members are successful. So we have to build and invest and plug our team members into training and develop them. When they're successful, then we share in that success. And that's how this team bonus works. Basically, we are allocated a certain number of points based on the number of people we help, and those points are associated to this team bonus pool. And so you get money from this pool, commissions, bonuses, if you will, based on those points. And we have all kinds of trainings on this, and the cool thing is we plug you into all those. But this is really where you have the opportunity to earn significantly. You know, many of the gals and gentlemen on our team earn the 7 figures, which is really profound. So that's just the 2 ways that you earn. I do want to talk a little bit about how we get started. In fact, I'll flip it to you on that, Kim, if you want to share.
Yeah, I would love to. Okay. Great presenter. Okay, so how to get started as a coach. First of all, once you make the decision that you want to join the team and get going and start your coaching journey, just know and take comfort in the fact that you will have either myself or Rachel there to kind of take you in and start teaching you from the get-go. So whatever it is that your goals are and you share with us is where we're going to help you to to go and to create a plan on how to get there. So there's weekly trainings. We've got a number of trainings that Beachbody Corporate puts on, that our team, like Rachel mentioned, our upline, Janelle Summers, she does a weekly training call. And then you've also got us just sharing our best practices and what we're learning and what we're doing to help you to learn how to effectively build your business. Like I said, the coach that you join would be your direct mentor, and I'm going to pull up just so you can see a little bit PowerPoint real fast. So myself would be, or Rachel would be your direct mentor, and then as she also mentioned, that Beachbody sets up websites for you, so you don't have to worry about joining and then designing and creating all these websites. There's no stocking products. Beachbody takes care of all that for you, so all you really have to do is refer people to your website and then refer them to the product that you're talking with them about. We'll teach you all about social media and how to build a network. So I can speak for myself. When I first started as a coach, I didn't have this huge network. I had, just, I don't know, a couple hundred friends on Facebook of people that I grew up with and family and people from church, people from high school, people from college. So I didn't have this huge following. I didn't have, this big network to dive into and share this opportunity with. But we'll teach you how to expand upon the network that you do have. So that way you're learning how to connect with new people and to build new relationships, because this business is first and foremost a relationship business. It is all about you connecting with people, relating with people, and then helping and serving them to get closer to their goals. There's a quote that I love by Zig Ziglar, who is one of my favorites, and he says, you can have everything you want in life if you'll just help enough other people to get what they want. So that really holds true to this business. The more you help people and you just pour into them and encourage them and help them to reach their goals, the more success you're going to see. And not only will you see success, but you're just going to feel really awesome because you're helping people and you know that you're making a difference. And then one other thing that we will teach you how to do is how to run an accountability group. So this is our prime way of helping other people and helping them. I'm sure many of you on here probably started off your relationship with either of us and have gone into a challenge group where you see that you've got the accountability, you've got support, you've got recipes being shared and inspiration and motivation, and it's a private group. So that's where you can really pour into people, and they're not hard to do. Shh. Dogs. Every time I talk, they start barking. So the accountability groups, they're not hard to do, and they're really so much fun and so rewarding, and we will walk you completely through how to set that up and get it going. So let me see. How do I get started? Make sure I covered everything that I needed to see. Okay. Did I cover everything?
Yeah, I think you're good. I think we're good.
Okay, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Rachel, to talk about time.
Awesome. I know it's distracting. This is real life, kids and dogs. So I want to talk a little bit about how much time is required, because I think this is just a great selling feature of the business, that you can build a very fun, successful, impacting, financially lucrative business in just a few hours a day. That's a huge attractor for me, again, as I'm still a part-time consultant. I'm still a mom, I'm still a wife, I still volunteer at church. There's all these hats that we all have, and so it's really cool that you can set aside that time. For me, I usually get up very early, and after I spend some time with God in the morning, then I jump in and I have what we call in the business a power hour. So you just knock out some stuff and connect with people, invite some people, post some motivational posts. I mean, it's really fun, the things that we get to do. So basically you put in, or excuse me, I always mix this up. You get out what you put in. And so you have access to everything you need at your fingertips. All the training, you have access to us. We have a new coach fast track. We've got weekly trainings. We have a national wake-up call every week. I mean, I was blown away by I'm in the coaching and training business, so I had very high expectations. I have been blown away by Beachbody and just the professionalism, the leadership, the growth mindset. It's awesome for anyone who is looking to build their brand on social media and just to build a business. Let's see. So to be successful, most of the top coaches invest 2 to 3 hours a day. I think I said that, but wanted to mention that because that's kind of a nice average to shoot for. For me, for example, next Thursday I'm hosting an event. No, not next Thursday. This Thursday I'm hosting a live event for John Maxwell. I've got to get down to do hair and makeup at 6 a.m. So, and I won't finish up till 5 p.m. I will not be working that day. It's going to be a crazy day, but there are other days I may put in a little extra time. So, you work it how you want to work it. Because you can bring it anywhere, it's very convenient. Anywhere you have Wi-Fi, anywhere you have access to social media, you can check it on your challenge groups. You can connect with your coaches. So that's cool. It's portable. I mean, I did a little bit when I was on vacation at Seaside. I did some videos and I did some posts, and it fits into your life. You make it work for you. So that's an important part. We do want to talk about what fees are required. Mm-hmm. Kim, do you want to share?
Yes.
There's a few.
Okay. So as you get started, everybody wants to know, what is this going to cost me? How much is it going to cost to become a coach? And so really there are only 2 fees required as you become a coach. And the first fee would be a one-time fee that is your sign-up fee. So this is a $39.95 fee, and that is to join the network as a coach. But there is a way that you can have that fee waived if when you join, you are joining with a challenge pack, which means you're starting with a fitness program and you're starting off with Shakeology. And when you have those combined, they create a challenge pack. So when you join as a coach and you purchase the challenge pack, Beachbody sees that you're serious about your own health and fitness and most likely going to be serious about helping others. And so they'll waive that $39.95 fee. So you may or may not join with the challenge pack, but that is one fee that you might have. And the second fee is your monthly ongoing fee of $15.95. And what that fee really is for is because Beachbody has so generously created and set up these websites for you. They're hosting them for you. You've got the domain. They have it updated anytime a new product comes out, anytime a sale changes, from month to month. They are completely managing and hosting and serving your website. So because that's done for you, you just have that web maintenance fee. That they call it a business fee. So that is really the only ongoing fee that you have is $15.95. Now, if you're building a business, you can more than recoup that cost as you're helping others and creating income. And there's no minimum necessarily that you have to spend, because a lot of people worry, oh, I'm going to have to order all this product every single month, and that's not necessarily the case. So just know that the only fee that you actually will have to have is that business fee, and that's for your website. Let me see. One other thing that is an optional fee that is not a required fee is if you decide to have a club membership. So the club membership is something that as you build a business, later on it will be required, and that is $38.95 per quarter, and that gives you access to the on-demand, the Beachbody On-Demand app, which is pretty amazing because it allows you to stream workout programs from your smartphone, tablet, your TV, if you have like an Amazon Fire Stick or Apple TV or Roku, and your laptop or computer, so any of your workouts can travel and go with you. So there's no longer the excuse that you're going on vacation and you can't work out and you're not going to follow your plan, because you still can. So, and it also allows you, the on-demand, to try new workouts that you haven't purchased, and maybe there's one that you've been eyeing and you think it looks fun and you think you'd enjoy it, but you're not sure. You can kind of test them out, which is really neat, and it's fun for customers who are getting started on a health and fitness journey and they're kind of not sure what type of exercise or program they're going to enjoy. So the club membership gives you the on-demand, and it also gives you personalized meal plans. You can have custom meal plans created just for you and your specific needs, tons of recipes and all that. So it's definitely worth it, and again, like I said, that's optional. It's not required, but you will kind of want it later down the road as you're building your business. So let's see. I think that's it. That's it as far as the fees required. So, okay, Rachel, I'm putting it back to you.
Okay, awesome. So I want to talk a little bit about being, do I have to be pushy or salesy? And it's a big fat no. I don't like it when people are that way with me. In fact, I won't name any companies or names, obviously, but I know we've all had people on our Facebook feed that you just get annoyed with. I've had to block some people because it's just not how we operate. If you go to my Facebook feed, Kim's, anyone on our team really, you'll see that it's really just, again, about sharing things that are engaging, things that are funny, things that are helpful. That's what we're all about, is serving and helping others. This is a business of listening, and it's a business of serving, and that's one of the things that really attracted me to it, is genuinely just wanting to help other people. And to Kim's point, when you help enough people get what they want, you're able to get those blessings in life that you're pursuing, and it's such a cool thing to be able to do that. So let me talk about having a network. So a lot of people will ask, do I need to have a large network? The answer is no. Kim mentioned she didn't. I didn't either. I had probably a few hundred on Facebook. I almost never posted. It just wasn't something that oops, sorry guys. Well, I just totally canceled out of that. Let me know if you can see that. There we go. And you don't have to be good at technology to do this. It keeps closing out for some reason.
Do you want me to pull mine up for you?
You know what? There we go. I think I got it. So no, you don't need a network. You don't need to have a huge network. We teach you how to build a like-minded network. Again, what a great opportunity to learn how to build your brand on social media. And it's about being you. It's not trying to be some copycat of someone else. That Judy Garland quote, instead of being a first or second-rate version of someone else, be a first-rate version of yourself. That is how you're successful doing this, is just being you. These are a few of the gals who are on our team who are top coaches. Mindy Wender, the gal in the red hat, is from a small town. So she was a girl who did Turbo Fire in her basement. She was just super genuine, kind, really shy, but she was encouraged because she had access to social media like everyone else. So she built her business on top of a full-time job. She's been in the business coaching for almost 7 years, and she's a millionaire earner. She, worked her butt off, and she's generating about $20,000 a week now. So just a huge success story of someone who started just because they were passionate about fitness. Now, Meg in the center, Meg is actually pregnant with her second child. She joined in for the discount because she didn't have a Beachbody and she wanted one. And she was not really she wasn't really even interested in being a coach until about a year in. And as she started to see what this business was about and just the ability to help people and share her story, she did go all in. And she learned that it was really about being herself. And that's the cool thing about Meg, is she's super authentic, which I love, and normal and real. She's not like this kind of polished perfect. I love following her on Facebook. And she's also a millionaire earner. So she is earning significantly. So that's a little bit of a different story. And then Trina Gray, her story is super cool. She actually owns 2 gyms. And her passion is to meet other gym owners and fitness professionals and help them to see Beachbody as an opportunity to integrate into what they're doing. So, you CrossFitters or Orange Theory people or people who love group fitness, it's not about this is a competitive thing. It is something that is a supplement to add in the nutrition component, to add in workouts when you can't get to the gym, to add in different components that are just going to help clients and their following to get better results. So I guess what I want to really, the takeaway here is that there's no cookie cutter mold about what it takes to be a top coach. It's just really about, again, going back to personal development, being the best version of yourself possible. Kim, this is you, girl. I want you to talk about a little bit about being fit first. I almost just kept going.
Yeah, okay. So the big question that everybody has is, shouldn't I be a little more fit before I start helping other people with their own health and fitness journey? And the answer to that is no, you don't have to be. We always say that perfection is kind of intimidating to people, but it's progress and it's persistence that inspire other people. So as people watch you on your journey and they see that you are, working out regularly and you are making healthy choices, even if you share that you struggled because you may have slipped or had a cheat meal, that's what inspires people, and they think, okay, if they can do it, I can do it too. So it's that journey that really gets people drawn in and allows them to see that if you can do it, they can do it. So if you are fit already, that's awesome. And don't think that then you're not going to have success. You definitely will have success. But I just want to say, for those people who are afraid that they aren't fit enough and they may have, 20, 30, 50 plus 70 pounds to lose, we have many coaches who are very successful top coaches who have huge teams and huge followings now, because they're just really real, and they share their struggles and they share their journey, and it really inspires people. So don't think that you have to be at your goal weight, or that you have a six-pack, or that you have to have a perfect diet and a perfect schedule and a perfect life before you start. So it's really not the case. And so just the more real and authentic you are, and the more open you are to sharing your journey, the struggles, the good, the bad, the more you're really going to be able to inspire and help people and to connect with them and serve them. So no, you don't have to be fit first. And then one other thing, I'm going to pull up my slide. So, okay, there we go. Sorry, my mouse was falling asleep. The one other thing that people want to know is, sorry, I need to scroll. Do they need a certification? And so, again, no, you do not, because like I mentioned before, we're not personal trainers, we're not nutritionists or dietitians, we are not doctors, we're not prescribing people like the perfect solution. It's kind of, trial and error, but what we do is we cheer people on, we help them, encourage them, we motivate them, and we help them to believe in themselves as they start this journey. So really, you don't need a certification, because like I said, we're not we're not training or prescribing anybody. We're just helping them and sharing with them what's worked for us and help them find the best solution for what might work for them. So you get to just be yourself and be encouraging and really enjoy the process of getting to help others. So, okay. Last but not least, I want to turn it back to Rachel.
Awesome, thanks.
Okay,
so
cool.
One thing I wanted to mention about that, about the certification, although you don't need a certification, you can bring those with you. So for example, I have my 225 yoga certification. If you're a nutritionist, if you're a trainer, that's awesome. Then you have a different experience, education level to pull from to even help people at the next level. So that's just a plus, but we did want to mention that it's not a necessity, it's not a have to, it's a nice to have. So just keep that in mind. Yeah.
There's also the option of master trainer that I forgot to mention, to become a Beachbody master trainer.
Oh, yes. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'll pull it. Sorry, I just thought of that right now. Okay, let's see. Okay, one last thing I wanted to say about certifications is that whether you have a certification, like Rachel just said with yoga, or you don't have one, Beachbody also offers a certification that, say you are in love with insanity or PIO and you just really want to get involved, you can get certified through Beachbody. It's what they call becoming a master trainer. So you can teach Beachbody formats, PIO, insanity, size is one. I'm trying to think. P90X. There's all these formats that you can get certified in through Beachbody that you can then offer to your community, whether it's at a big gym like 24-hour fitness, or like a little local personal like kind of mom and pop fitness spot that you know of close by. You can get certified in that. So that's another option that some people find really intriguing, is they want to physically go out and help other people, because a lot of what we do is online. But if you want to get involved in your community, that's one way that you can, and that's one certification that you can get if you wanted to. So I just thought of that, and I just wanted to share that too. So, okay, let me turn it back over to you, Rachel. Sorry about that.
No worries. So you know what, guys, we went a little bit over, but hopefully we provided lots of great information to help you decide if you think this is something that may be for you. Again, if there's additional questions, let us know, myself or Kim, and then ask for instructions to sign up. If you're ready to go, reach out to one of us. We'll get you started. Don't forget that your fee can be waived. That $39 fee can be waived with the purchase of a challenge pack. So that's something to keep in mind. I can be reached at my direct email, rachelbodie@gmail.com, and then Kimberly at kvlee@gmail.com. So appreciate you all, appreciate your time today, and we're looking forward to continuing the conversation. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.